Brought to you from the Vikings, the founders of strength training, and all men. This is what I think about the bench press. All videos created are explicitly my opinion. I am entitled to my opinion, and if you are butthurt by my opinion, then I don't care. If you want to express your opinion, then comment below. There are many areas at the gym, but only one that matters, and that is the holy land of the free weights. The place dreams are made, testosterone is smelt in the air, and where boys become men. Ask yourself, what 3 exercises would you associate with strength? The deadlift, the squat, and everybody's favourite, the bench press. Why is this? Because this leather-coated iron lifting proving ground is the one exercise that shows your prowess most effectively. Everybody started here, and everybody will end here. The bench press takes you through many levels if you are willing, and I think you will agree with me. They are as follows. Level 1. Noob phase. You have just walked into the gym with your mate from school, with 2 free passes your mum gave you. You're probably about 16, and you're about to touch the iron for the first time. You've heard everywhere that the bench is where you start. As a warm-up, you suggest to your friend jokingly, let's just try it with the bar. Acting like it'll be a piece of piss. You bust out maybe 8 reps in front of your friend like it was nothing, but deep down inside, you never realised how much a bar could weigh, did you? Nonetheless, you pick up a 20-kilogram plate, quickly realising that you would not be able to bench 2 of those, so back to the rack it goes. And you pick up a more reasonable but still heavy 10-kilogram plate and stick it on the bar. As a naturally strong male, otherwise known as fat, you manage to bust out 5 of the wonkiest reps you have ever seen. But you did them. You watch your naturally skinny friend give it a go, fail miserably, and then you learn the ancient method of spotting. Congratulations, you have found your starting weight and you have also saved a life. Level 2. Gym rat. You've been going for a couple months now. You have survived getting halfway through the protein shake your older cousin gave you, and you've realised that the Hodge twins are the funniest channel on YouTube. And you've watched all their videos since they began. Also, during the summer, you learnt the Muzz, got this weird idea that getting shredded is easy, and considered getting a Veni Vidi Vici tattoo after watching way too many Ziz videos. You have mainly gained a decent amount of strength, benching 50 kilograms for a few reps now, and instead of going up to 55 like any normal person, you realise that you want to do 60 kilograms, because no one wants to use the 2.5 kilo plates, and you want to be the first out of your friends to chuck on the 20s and survive. You tell your mate to spot you, with the 50% chance you're probably going to need it. After watching a few form videos on YouTube, you've learnt 1 or 2 things about form. You arch your lower back, you pin back your shoulders, and you lift up the bar. When you've lowered it to about 2 inches above your chest because you still think that's a full rep, you belt out the most spaz-like rep God has ever seen, racking the weight when you've reached the top, all without the spot. On this day, you have become a gym rat. You can now say that you lift weights to girls in the hope that it will impress them, when in reality, you've just started. Well done. Level 3. Boy becomes man. At this stage, you will have been lifting for probably just over a year, confident in your 5x5 and been slowly growing in strength for the recent months. You've realised Athlean-X is the most educational fitness channel on YouTube, even though you've only incorporated a rotator cuff exercise because you injured your shoulder a few months ago. Elliot Hulse has become your father-in-law, which you are scared of sometimes, and you also joined the No Carbs Club with a first-time subscription to the Gym Memes Reddit. A few of your gym buddies have given up because they had no dedication, which in turn has made you realise you are able to go to the gym by yourself, and that actually you get a better workout that way. You've been benching 80 kilograms for 5 reps for a while now, and did 90 for a set of 2. This gave you enough confidence a week later that it's time to hit 3 digits. 2 plates. The holy grail of achievement. Once again, you've had to go to the gym by yourself because your mate is hungover, but this time you've decided you don't need a spot and are willing to take the risk. With your perfected form and wrist wraps you bought from Amazon, you lift the weight which honestly feels like a ton. And you also get scared because no one's spotting you, but at the same time, this kicks in the survival instinct, giving you 2% more strength. The push-up is the hardest thing you have done, and your life flashes before your eyes, thinking you're about to die under this bar. Fortunately, you rack the weight, and you succeed. You feel a slight pain in your groin, and no, this isn't a random nerve that decided to try and help. It's a sign you have finally become a man. Congratulations, you are probably one of the strongest out of your mates, but you will still be scared when 30-year-old labourers like Steve here have a stronger handshake than you. Level 4. Strength in your veins. You have been benching for about 4 to 5 years now, and your bench has only gone up in weight once a year. And you're constantly envious of those beginner gains that you once had. You've considered asking the extremely oversized personal trainer where he gets his juice from, but you're too scared, so you've been on the extremely long journey of strength gains the organic lifters are doomed to endure. You bench 120 for about 5 reps now, and 100 kilograms is part of the warm-up. You beat 99% of people in an arm wrestle, and your mates know it. The videos you watch now compose of the biggest meatheads in the universe. You envy their strength and you envy their size. You watch Mr. Olympia every year by yourself whilst eating chicken breasts and rice, crying about the fact you don't need juice but how much you crave it. Entering the gym, you knew you've pretty much reached your potential. After going 5 times a week since you began, you knew today was the day you were going to bench 140 kilograms. 3 plates, or 315 as the Americans call it. You requested a spot off a random guy who's barely good enough to support the weight, and with the most deadly stare right into his eyes, you said, "Don't, under any circumstances, touch this bar." Because that is how much this means to you. After doing the strongman setup you learnt a while back, you raise the bar and using everything you've learnt, lower it slowly and do the cleanest rep in your history, because form is also key. You spring from the bench in glory. You, sir, have reached your genetic potential and you have exceeded human strength. You are stronger than the majority of people and you have strength running through your veins. Level 5. Gym freaks. You are only included in this level if you bench more than 4 plates. This level is reserved for the most supreme of genetic material and the upper echelon of strength enthusiasts. Your Instagram composes of nutrition, supplements, professional bodybuilders and strongmen. There are no women in your life, only your feeders, because your arms are too swole to get near your face. Your favourite place to go is to the juice bar with your friends Tren, and you order a Deca Sunday every time. But that's okay, because you like the juice bar, you chose the juice bar, and you want to go above and beyond and achieve as much as possible at whatever sacrifice. At the bench press you start with 60 kilograms just to warm up the joints, and make everybody feel weak. And from then on you add 1 20 kilogram plate each side after every set as a warm up, until you reach your desired lift, and everyone has ran away in terror. Through hierarchy alone, you have the authority to go to all level 1s and 2s and say, "Hey, fuck off!" You live, breathe, and are the lift. You are absolute machines. You will never be these men, because if you had a chance, you wouldn't even know YouTube existed. You'd be living in the gym, training right now. This is a journey every young man should undertake, and when you start, you may never want to stop.
I'm like getting the feeling of coming in the gym, I'm getting the feeling of coming at home, I'm getting the feeling of coming backstage when I pump up, when I pose out in front of 5,000 people, I get the same feeling, so I'm coming day and night.
And that, young Padawan, is what I think of the bench press. If you want to see more videos like this, let me know. Subscribe to give me some support. If you don't want to, then whatever. I'll get over it.